Hello, hello, hello. Glad to see everyone trickling in here. We're going to be just doing some of our Dragon Guard dailies and all other random gobbledygook here today. Nothing super crazy planned. I hope I scheduled this event correctly, because I remember I scheduled this as a stream, but sometimes I pick the wrong AM, PM, and all the other stuff, unfortunately. But nothing super crazy planned for today, except to just chit chat with you guys, talk about the future, things that I'm planning, and so on and so forth, and talking about the fact that, tell me why I can't tell where the dragon is, even though I'm in Southern Elsewhere. Why don't they put him on the map? Like, who made this decision that the dragons were just a mystery in Southern Elsewhere? Whose decision was that? Let's see where it ends up landing. Gotta get my event tickets. Also, unfortunately, it is extremely cold, so I'm streaming while wearing a jacket because my central air is ungodly loud, and I didn't want to put you guys through hearing a faint, the entire stream. So I put a jacket on for you. So if that's not worth, a like and subscribe, I don't know what is. These are the sacrifices that, I make for you guys. Is it going to the other one? What? It's probably gonna blow up immediately too. The dragons have been dying ridiculously fast. I might just risk it for the biscuit and just head down. It's got to be going to that. Okay, it's actually not going to that one. It's flying right overhead. Okay. I don't think it's extremely difficult, except when I go the wrong direction. That's sometimes more so when I struggle. How's it going, Fritzies? For example, I'm like, am I on the right path here? My ability to navigate Southern Elsewhere is not very good, despite the fact that it's not even a very large zone. Oh, we got plenty of time. We had tons of mistakes to make there. Hello and good morning. How's it going, Queen? I'm doing a lot of running but no killing. So I've seen a lot of people say that if you want to just kind of sit, oh my stuff is wore off. If you want to just sit and you can go to Northern Elsewhere, and because the dragons kind of come to the same spots. But if you want to get the most gold per hour or most stuff per hour, then you can go to Southern Elsewhere and get that. I mean, just look at all that. I said blood, rheum, all that other good stuff. Now we gotta hustle down. I just want to make sure that I get my event tickets too, because I have a terrible tendency to not get those. There's also crates active, by the way, now too, so get yourself some Osboro crown crates, my peoples. I have the same issue. I just follow the group if no one is moving. That could be the tricky part. Probably could have actually made it back to the way shrine. Oh, is it gonna land here? Oy, oy. But how's everyone's weekend going so far? Are you killing dragons? Have you been killing dragons like I assigned to you as your homework over this event period? And they gave out ESO Plus, so there's no excuse for you not to have killed some. Although I wouldn't be, oh my gosh, that one is significantly more damaged. I would not be upset if you guys used your ESO Plus free trials though to do anything else, because a lot of content that comes with ESO Plus. So it's not the most necessity to have a bunch of dragon blood and rheum and stuff, but it is extremely profitable. Especially the Dragon Rheum, which 10 out of 10 are probably saying incorrectly, and I hope you guys all know what I'm talking about. But it's just very nice to have, in large quantities. Especially if 2023 is going to be as big as it's kind of projected to be. You got a new class, you're getting a new zone. A lot of people are very hyped. So if we see a high player base during this time period, we got the endless dungeon coming. So like if this, you know, is start to affect the economy, you could see an explosion in things that are like, you know, these resources, because they're used to make very good potions. I guess I could also switch you guys to where you could see each other's chats, huh? Hopefully now you can actually like see when each other's talk, because I'm talking to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I've killed about 30, kind of tired of the chase. I'm getting, yeah, that could be the annoying part too, is having to chase between them. 40k for a Galen treasure map, what a deal. Hopefully your the chat box actually works, because it does not always like to. How's your kitty this morning? She's right here. You can't see her, just out of frame, but she's sleeping on the heated blanket. Good morning. How's it going, Norma? Again, I don't have anything super crazy planned. I just want to make sure that I get my daily quests done, because I have a terrible tendency to not do those. And just see if you guys have questions, because it's been a while since I've been able to answer your questions live on stream, and I always find it's easier to help answer questions or show things, you know, when, you know, we're actually able to hear my answer as opposed to reading it. Thanks for the follow, Daco. Still working on leveling up my companion's weapons. Yeah, that could be a grind. What I would say though too is any XP boost that you're utilizing will also affect your companion as well, so it can be helpful to have XP boosts. Even if you yourself are not grinding champion points, you know, pop on like an XP scroll or something. Could be really good for you. Will this kill me? Probably. Well, no, that's actually not as far as I thought it was. We're good. We're alright. That might be... Oh! Oh! Flawless. Absolutely flawless. It's actually not as damaged as the other ones. And the nice thing is when they die really quickly, you don't have to put a lot of brain power into actually killing them. You can just spam one button like I am and just wait for everyone else to kind of get here and kill them. Super easy. And when you consider like the fact that each individual dragon can be worth, you know, a good chunk of gold, does this kind of have any soul gems? Reminds me of the days when soul gems were like difficult to get and people didn't want to res each other. I guess maybe they didn't. There used to be a time long ago when filling soul gems was like one of the most profitable things that you could do as like a gold method, because soul gems used to be an absolute bitch to get, and in PvP nobody wanted to ever revive anybody. How's it going, Dave? Not quite the evening for me, it's only 1:47. I'll give you guys though a sneak peek here after I turn in this quest. How's it going, Rainirin? I'll probably say everything incorrectly, I apologize. I do want to make a video one day where I say every word that you guys say I say incorrectly on a big stream. I'll have like a printed off piece of paper and just read through it religiously. We'll go turn this in. What am I in combat with? Apparently I'm in combat with something. I have way too many soul gems. Yes, they've definitely course corrected themselves when it comes to the soul gem market. I must have done something up here. Must be some sort of something that was alive on the way down. Working on getting some gold up on EU. Good luck. Steven asks, not to be LOL, but what's with the Mage's Wrath at 97%? Well, you never know when he's going to take the rest of his, you know, if I could do faster math, I would tell you, you know, what the percent difference between 97% and the normal execute range is, but I am unable to. I'm not even walking towards the way shrine. See, that should answer your question for you. And then I also hope you're doing well. Other Steven. Sometimes you just have to preemptively hit him with that, you know, and it lasts for a couple seconds, you know, so gives you time to get it ready to go. Let me switch to Twitch. Get yourself a yeah, you get yourself a Twitch drop if you switch to Twitch.
You're good.
See you soon. I just promise you'll come back. I have also a lot of these, like I still have some of the old event stuff that I have to like clear through. You just get so many of these like event boxes, but they're so good. There's so many good things inside them though.
I don't know.
I also, so for those of you who don't know, the last live stream I did, which was on the developer, we watched the live stream together. So that was copyright claimed, and so YouTube, I guess, has a feature where you can like auto replace the music. Thanks for the subscription, Trotsky. And I did that, and it still was. They're like, no, it's still copyright claimed, and I didn't like. It's not like I like care, you know. It's not like one video or, you know, videos is, you know, gonna make me like, you know, rich and they're stealing all my money. I was just kind of annoyed that like a video was copyright claimed.
Hey there, good looking.
Thanks for the follow, Tate Walkie 1970. Welcome to the squad. I'll show you guys here once I remember which one kills dragons. Aha! So I am going to be doing a cool event with you guys here soon, potentially next weekend. We'll see. So stay tuned. Close all your guys' eyes though, real quick. You're not allowed to see this until I say it. Just kidding. And keep your eyes open. But so I've always been thinking to myself, like, you know, I don't do anything like phenomenal on stream. Like I'm not, you know, doing solo trifectas with like a 2-bar Templar build with, or 2-button Templar build. I'm not doing anything super crazy. So what can I, one of the only Xbox NA streamers, you know, do that's interesting? And I thought to myself, you know, why don't I host something fun, like an obstacle course that you could either come to the house and watch, you could participate in for a reward. You know, I thought that that could be something that's pretty interesting. Obviously, we're still in the workings of building it, and I'll give a shout out once they're all here to show their work and everything. But trying to be different, you know, trying to do more interesting things as opposed to just the general kind of like, oh, watch me, you know, whip, watch me nay, you know. You felt, oh, thank you, Tate. Been watching you on YouTube for years, but this is my first Twitch stream of yours. Well, it's a good one to start with. It's got Osbro crates. You helped me earn millions of gold over the years, and thank you for the bits. I appreciate it, and thank you for watching those videos back then, because anyone that's watched for over a year has probably seen some horrible audio quality. Not to say this is good audio quality. I certainly don't want to put that out in the world, but it's not as bad as it was. It's probably the best way to describe it. So definitely going to be looking to host some events. And we'll probably also do hide and seek tournaments. Yeah, I was thinking hide and seek also, Dave, but what I'm also thinking too is a knockoff. So knockoff was a game that I had played with my guild mates back a while ago. Basically, you just build up to this point, like this high arena, and everyone basically just has knockoffs, and the goal is to knock the other person off. But there's like barriers that you can go around. You can both use invisibility, which the majority of people do. Some people will use things that make them immovable for a period of time, so they have to time their stun very well. Jake, do you have the Huntings? No, unfortunately, I actually don't have that one. But I would say it is a very nice house, though. But this is the no, that's a terrible time to start. So we were talking about doing more interesting types of Twitch streams. And I think that like hosting, you know, competitions could be kind of fun, especially on Xbox, because like, you know, how many people even stream on Xbox, you know? And how many people, you know, of that, you know, do things like this? And, you know, I think it'd be kind of fun to watch. Like, we're trying to build a little audience stand just so you can watch over the people. And then, you know, little obstacle courses for the rest of it. But it's a work in progress, obviously. Just showing you guys. It'll probably be sometime next weekend. But you never know. I'm going to go back to Northern Elsewhere. I'm always looking for, like, innovative things to do. Thanks for the follow, Renard the cat. My cat is right there. I'm sure she'll join us here later. Because I think that's a good way to be like different, you know. I had asked some people for some advice on streaming. Thank you for the follow, Xvorian X. I had asked people for some like advice, and their advice is whatever you do on YouTube, just crank it up to 10. And I was like, ugh. What does that mean? Do I just stream myself farming gold? And this is gonna be highly controversial. I actually don't enjoy farming gold. And a lot of people think that, like, you know, as a gold making YouTuber or someone who helps people earn gold, that I would be someone who just enjoys just sitting around and farming gold or doing some sort of weird farming route for hours upon hours a day. And truthfully, I don't, which is why I try to teach you guys every method. That way, you guys can find methods that don't suck. Like, for example, some of you guys might enjoy fishing. Well, I want you guys to know how you can profit off fishing. You know, I try to profit as much off of every event so that I don't have to, you know, grind out gold, you know, for the rest of the year. That's why Mid-Year Mayhem, I try to get as much AP as possible. How's it going there, Michael? And, that's more so my inspiration, is I want to impart upon you the knowledge, so that way if you do enjoy certain types of activities, you know, you can profit off of it. Because really, any way you play ESO, even if you just enjoy the dungeons and you do the pledges, you can profit off your undaunted keys. There's profit everywhere in the game, but as far as like sitting around and farming gold, you know, hucking along, like that's never really appealed to me. I just enjoy, you know, kind of doing what I like for fun and then profiting off of it. Taught me all about opportunistic hold making. Actually, another reason is that so somebody had said about mages fearing at 97%. I also, this is my PvP setup, so I just naturally also will always click LB. Because, like, you never know when someone's health is just going to fall below, and you can hit them with the old razzle-dazzle. Although I now realize that I can't even see my active effects on there, because for some reason that's turned off. Hey, Jacob, you're doing well. Thanks, Jason. Do I know a good spot for Solitude furniture plans? That is a good question. I know the ones that are good for the vampire ones, the Solitude ones, though. I don't think I do. And thanks for the follow, Sheldor. You know, I'll see if I can figure out the answer to that question while we're streaming. I want to go see if I can finish off these dragons, though, non-sexually, and finish this, though, because I will 100% get distracted and never complete this quest. And thank you, Grumpy Moose Gaming, for the Prime subscription. Yeah, so you can get a really good amount through that, Queen. But I'm wondering, is there a good place to farm inside of Solitude or around the general area? Don't they drop at least one guarantee per daily? Well, we could certainly try that out. And thank you, Dave the Demented, for your Prime subscription. I appreciate it. This dragon is actually lasting a lot longer than I thought it would. We could certainly try it out. What I'm thinking, that would be, I feel like I would remember, though, if it did. I could totally be wrong, though. Or you could just be extremely lucky if you're getting one guaranteed plan. Hasn't one of these dragons landed yet? I'm actually going to take 1 minute to look this up. So I'm going to Google this while we're waiting for the dragons to respawn. Furnishing plans. Alright. Because I know where you can go to get the vampire ones. That's not very helpful. Alright, so apparently the actual city is garbage. According to these people. Well, it has been playing since release and hasn't found one. Found him in the Harrow Storms. Huh. Interesting. The Harrow Storm seems to be the #1 option. People are talking about the Dwarven public dungeon, but even they're saying it's kind of bad. Oh, somebody followed. Hang on, let me switch back. Thank you for the follow, No Land Brind, your mom. I am not seeing really anything good. Maybe we can wander around there and see if we can find something better. The forums, though, are not very optimistic. This is, here's a YouTube video. Easy farming plan. Let me just watch this video real quick. And I'll be an expert here in 1 minute. Alright, so where is this guy? He's over in Solitude. Okay. Alright, so he's stealing from the main castle. Alright, well, we can go check that out. Oh, I just clicked on an ad. Oh, hang on, I gotta make sure this guy's gets promoted here also. Can't neglect my duties to the people. Hang on. Good job, Mia. Paid your dues. And somebody already promoted him. Alright. Modus is where the big money comes from. True. Modus are definitely very profitable. Please, Dragon comes back here soon. I'm sitting here for a second. I know you guys are just watching this riveting gameplay of me standing here clicking through a video of that you guys can't even see of where to find Solitude plans. Does this guy even find any in the video? I don't think he does. Poor guy. Alright, well, we'll try it out. Maybe let me see if this guy's in a different spot in this YouTube video. Thank you for the follow, Mad Dad 79. Okay, so here he's showing off what all they look like. He's going to... Oh, I know where he's going to. I mean, there is a public dungeon that's like... Let me see if I can find it for you. It's like right here. This one's really good if you want the vampire ones, but it's not good for Solitude ones. So that's what I'm flipping through right now, is trying to find some Solitude-esque ones. And I don't know where all these dragons are. They're supposed to be in the homeland. If they could hurry it up here. But so where he was in the video, which is where I'll go and take a look through, is over here in this building. Right here. That's where they were, and that's where we'll go as soon as we can kill literally just one more dragon. Where are the dragons? Where are the dragons at? Ooh, what happened? Also, this is another big side tangent note. Also very excited for Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy to come out. I found out today that you can pick it up, the physical copy, on Tuesday, so I pre-ordered it to pick it up at Best Buy. Pick gold the hard way. Daily writ, selling treasures, antiquities, and selling stuff to defense started playing July of 22, and Maine has 2.2 million. Yep, the doing your daily writs is probably one of the best ways you can get gold. Oh, thank you for the Prime follow, FF Yanzi. I would say it's definitely the easiest, most consistent way to make gold. You're getting a lot of raw materials, you're getting writ books, you're getting a lot of good stuff, and just straight gold also. I sell furniture plans. I'm able to get, helps a lot. Yeah, furniture plans can be like high ticket farming, where you get, you know, items occasionally that are just worth like buku bucks, and I always think that those are really cool items to get. Where are the dragons? Hello? Am I missing something? And the surveys. Dave's right. Am I missing something? Oh, dragon. Oh, it's in the fucking shit. Oh, I don't remember how to get to that one. Alright, wish me luck. I think I'm gonna go the wrong way. I am pretty convinced I'm gonna mess this up. As I think you go this away. You go like this away, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is the right way though. Thanks for the follow, Alpha Mooch. I think this is the... How do I get on the road so I know I'm at least in the right-esque area? This is how I normally mess up the dragon spawns. It's not a DPS race for me or anything like that, or a speed race. It's a getting lost adventure. That's what makes it much more difficult. Well, it's not landed yet, so that's a positive sign. It'd be hilarious if it just goes to the other spawn. Oh, well, there it is. I mean, there's the dragon. What? Hello? Where? Okay, he's hooking it back. I'm like, wait a minute. Don't go that way. What's over there? Please. I'm 2 out of 3. I just want to turn in the quest. I just want my event ticket, alright? That's all I want. Oh, there's not even that many people here. They're probably like me and they have no clue how to even get here. They're tough times though, you know. Dragon spawn assembly line. Yeah, the assembly line has been freaking broken though, so not sure what's going on with the assembly line. But it wasn't working here for a minute. Or they just spawn them like very lazily. I feel like I definitely also did not roll dodge through that. My iframes were nothing. But we got it though. And we got some Riem, which is always a positive. You on Xbox? I am on the Xbox. That's why we're gonna try to do some Xbox, well, basically recreating Squid Games. And we have the perfect home to do it. The home that is over lava. The sharks with laser beams. I defeated the dragons and my inventory is full. Sad. What's a dagger? It does give health. I guess we'll keep that. Oh, I have to freaking bank those. Also, don't quick sell your purple stuff, people. Please go and deconstruct it. Don't do what I just did. I'm just desperate, man. I just want to turn this in. I've taken so many wrong turns down canyons. Exactly. almost giving up on dragons at this point. Doing world bosses in Delve to get tickets and rewards. I agree, Grumpy. It's definitely frustrating, but what I would say is that the loot from dragons can be very much worth it just for the loot alone. But we are going to go test out to see if this is a viable place. I guess I could walk back to the way shrine. That's all right. Time is valuable. All right, let's go take a look. See. It's like, oh, I guess these are like boarded up houses. I was like, this guy, you would think that there'd be like a house or something. That's not what I wanted to do. It's like better. You know? Like there's gotta be a good spot to go. Can you even go here if you've done the quest already? We'll see. Alright, well that's a good start. You can in fact go in. So they say this is the best spot. I have my doubts. So we'll look. We're not gonna like clear everything out, but we will look in everything. See if we can at least find one. In the video, the person didn't even find any, so I'm not hopeful. Need to keep on grinding those Dragon Guard quests to earn the daily chest. That's true. That's very helpful to have that. Oh, well, there we go. We found one. All right, well, we got one. See? Boom. Who asked earlier? I forgot. But see? We gotcha. This apparently is the place to be. Even though I just pissed off Isabel. She's probably like, what in the hell? I don't even have this. Look at this. Boom. This is a green little bench. I am navigationally challenged as well. I am also navigationally challenged. I think we're all a little bit navigationally challenged. It'd be helpful if they had like a mini map. Like on PC, you can get an add-on that just slaps a mini map on there. Wouldn't that be so helpful? The Hailstorms were so much easier to farm during that event, yes. And they also didn't die in like 5 seconds either. Which I think was the other big thing. But for those of you, or for the individual who was asking about Solitude plans, boom, here you go, right here. Let's see if I can scroll back up and find that. Sheldor, here you go, my man. Right here is the place to be. Yes, tell me a mini map would not be amazing. Like, I understand that, like, for, like, immersion, and sometimes it's nice to just, like, play in first person, because ESO is beautiful. Unfortunately, you guys are looking at it in 1080p, but I still think it's pretty beautiful. Like, you know, to see the cinematics of all the little motions and stuff, and... Oh, I thought I left. This place just goes on. I've always wondered why we didn't have a mini-map. I also wonder the same thing. I think green plans will put you on a cooldown, so I don't think I can actually get... Ooh. I don't think I can even get another one. Hi everyone, how's it going? Does this take you back to the main palace? This place is actually bigger than I thought it was. This has to be bigger. No, I guess it was pretty big in Skyrim also. If I remember correctly. Oh, because they reopened this one already. We've been to this part. I mean, I guess we kind of accomplished what we wanted to do just to see if this was at all viable. And it seemed pretty good. Thanks, Ryback, for the $2. I appreciate you. Appreciate what you do at Tamriels Depot also. Savannah's Chamber. I always play first person. I find third person really odd. That's a hot take. I would play in first person if you constantly didn't miss things like on your feet. You know what I mean? Like if it was easier to see your surroundings, I think I'd play in first person, but it's just so tricky, I feel. I also don't know why there was such a big delay with that ride back, but I appreciate it. Appreciate it again now that I actually see it officially on the screen. But yeah, this is the place to be. Look, the person who asked is still here. Sheldar, are you still here? Your question's been answered. Anyone else interested in Oh my, I was so confused. So on Streamlabs, so he put the lemon emote, which those of you on YouTube can see it. But so in Streamlabs, it actually makes it look like you said baby lemon looking up to our lemon character standing in superhero position, which was very confusing. So I was like, wait a minute, there wasn't text with it. Anywho, moving on. I've heard some people say that graphics for this game are outdated and terrible. I think they look pretty good. I would agree with that. And they seem to be doing a better job with textures, etc. since I last played in 2019, 2020. I agree with you. I think the game looks immaculate. I've always thought that Elder Scrolls looked really good. It definitely has a theme. And sometimes I think, like, if you play on PC, the add-ons and everything will kind of ruin everything. But I mean, it's a design choice that you could have, and you have a lot of ability to do it. The next gen update does look pretty amazing. No land is right. Neilster says, I always go in and out of first person to check all the amazing scenery. The game is beautiful. 100% agree with that statement. Even before given the size and scope, the console's limitations, but they push it to the max. Oh yeah, I mean, when I downloaded ESO when it first came out, I had to download it, I believe, on 4 discs back in like 2014, 2013. It was like sometime around then. It was crazy the amount of stuff that you did, and they avoided the Destiny problem that the game is now completely broken. Yeah, Destiny does have some interesting issues. Graphics are some of the best, while its graphics are the worst. They're like PS2 graphics. I think animated art styles are much more hit or miss, I feel. Whereas like ESO art style is much more like, you know, universally like appreciated. You know what I mean? I mean, just like look at this column, you know? I mean, like look at the detail that some dude encrypted into this column. How many people will even look at this? They could have just made this all, you know, just this bricked color, but they even put designs on them. You know, like a little razzle dazzle on here. They got a little pattern, you know, tile that flips back up. You can tell that they put a lot of detail into the stuff that they do. What's up, Jake? What's up going on, Mike? Ginger? I'm with you there too, Grumpy. I just don't like the I feel like the PC screens can just sometimes be so cluttered. I mean, look at this right now. I could even turn off the if I remember how to, like the quest overlay. How do you do that? Oh, I've done it before. Interface. Is it interface? Let me see. We'll turn that on or off. What is house tracker? Interesting. I feel like it's gotta be in one of these. Thought it was in health bars, group, friendly NPCs. Oh yeah, I guess because you could turn off the thickness of the glow of people too. Where? How do you turn off the quest? Active quest one. Isn't that in one of these? I feel like it's in one of these. The social? I know it's in here somewhere. I think it's on video. Oh yeah, you can also like make your game vibrant like this. I found this out a while ago. So I used to play with vibrant on, but I turned it off because I feel like it makes it look a little wonky. Like especially when you like make YouTube videos and such. I refuse to not find this thing. Like, where are you? Gonna turn off all these things. Is it off? It is off. There we go. So now, like, literally, and I guess we can get rid of the matriarch too, since we're not fighting anything. Like, look at this. Look at this clean AI. Look at that. Look at this. You just meander around, live your life. Nobody needs to tell you what to do. It's like playing ESO on hardcore. And then when you actually like would fight or do anything like this, like your bars and stuff would come back so you can see them. I don't necessarily suggest like doing anything difficult like this, because being able to see your stats and stuff, and sometimes just seeing your abilities at all times can be helpful. But I just think it's a peaceful way to play. Like, I mean, look at this. Look at this town, you know? I just think that this stuff like this is just so neat, you know? Exactly. Think of all the dungeons that you run through and you don't even look at the details. 300k to go until I could buy the Cold Harbor house. Good luck. Getting event tickets. I actually don't know if there's even anything I want to do, like, with these event tickets. I guess I could go look. Maybe you go over to the lady over here and, what's he called? The old Glenumbra. See if she's got anything good. But I don't remember any of this style like really jumping out at me and being like, ooh, use me. Like, I like the shoes, but I don't know who made so many shoes in ESO with your toes sticking out. Like, who at ZeniMax has a toe fetish? Because there are way too many shoes that allow your feet to stick out. Like, how often have you ever watched like a TV show with Vikings or mythology or whatever, and they have shoes with toes that stick out, right? Maybe you can think of one. You know, it's probably made by Nickelodeon. Where and why are there mostly, you know, all these other ones in ESO? It's for the claws, you know, but do you want your claws to be cold? You know, like, you wouldn't want to wear socks still? That is a good point, though. I didn't even think about that. I forgot that there were cat people, and cat people might not want to wear such things. That is actually a pretty cool helmet. That's actually a pretty cool chest piece, too. I do actually like that. All right, let's do a thought experiment here, though. Where's the we're just gonna go to shoes, feet, because I feel like you can't even see my feet, can you? You see, these toes are sticking out. Why? It's not a Khajiit shoe. It's a Glenmoral Ward shoe. You can't see my feet very well, which is probably a good thing. I don't need to attract the type of people that are interested in seeing that type of thing. Elder Argonians, see, like, I can understand this, you know, for your gills, I guess. Maybe you want to let them breathe. Khajiit shoes, I totally get, I guess, that there's that. You know what? I'll give it to you. Soul Shriven. Why did the Soul Shriven wear sandals? And look at this. The layer of Marsalok shoes? Why are Zen shoes, you know, so open-footed? What is this? Wood Elf? Look. What are the Wood Elves got their feet exposed too? They don't have socks up down there, you know? This is just way too many plot holes, you know, with what they're trying to get me to believe here. You're telling me that, like, Dragon Guard shoes. You're gonna tell me, if your whole shtick is to kill dragons, that you're wearing open-toed shoes? Who the hell? Which Dragonborn, when picking footwear, was like, you know what? I would like to have the open-toed shoes. And not even open-toed. It's open-ankled. Who wants their ankle exposed? So for those of you who are thinking to yourself, well, Jake, it takes place in elsewhere. Elsewhere is the land of the Khajiits. Okay, there's no claws on the back of your ankles. So I don't get it. And you can tell the one next to it, the Deadwater shoes. What is that on the top? Is that a horn? Who's making these? Whose idea is this? Look at that, there's more Mazatoon shoes. Alright, what else we got? Oh, Palatine shoes. Oh, well, you know. More open-toed shoes. Look, Meridians. See this? I would accept this. You can see it's got like little points for your claws. I could see that. I could see that. That makes sense to me. I would buy that. Look at this. I'm guessing I'm one he dies on this particular hill in 2023. Yes, this is the hill I will die on. I want everyone to look at it because you can see in the rows below me. We still have shoes to go through. Look at this. So you're telling me that the Rock Grove style, which is a dungeon by the way, that's half filled with lava and freaking things that are poison. The first boss is filled with poison. The second boss literally shoots undead curses at you. And the third boss requires you to go into a lava-infested area. So why, pray tell, would you want to have shoes that are open-toed? These are the questions that I ask. You freeze will. You see, this, I would almost give you a pass for this. If you wanted to tell me that the hippie druid people like to wear open-toed shoes, that's fine. You know what? I get it. I'll give this one a pass. Welkners? Why? And why are we bringing back the open-heeled? Who thinks, like, you're giving Achilles, like, you're just exposing yourself. A Razor scooter would take you out. You could defeat any character in PvP while in the Welknar shoes with a Razor scooter. They would just be instantaneous. They'd be down like a light. I think all these are covered. All right. That's good at least. Any of these medium shoes also in the same vein. Oh my god, this is worse. What is this? This doesn't even look comfortable. Like, how is your soul even going to be? How are you not walking out of this shoe? As you can't walk backwards. You'd step out of the shoe. Oh my gosh, the Imperials have the same shoes too. This is ridiculous to me. Exactly, it's an occupational hazard. Minotaur boots? Why the Minotaurs have... What? Who? Like, and it's... What are we on the set of iCarly here? What is with all of this? Like, Khajiit? Okay, I could give him a pass. Or any of these other ones look cattywampus. Alright, Power Watch. I thought those were toes sticking out. You've passed. Red Guard? Who? How? Okay. If you're a Red Guard and you live in the desert, why does your style have shoes that allows sand to go into your foot? How does this make any sort of logistical sense to anybody? Because there's not even here I would give them a pass if the ankle was exposed, right? Because then at least the sand would go through the shoe, right? How is that going to work? You're just gonna have sand in the back of your ankle. This design makes no sense to me. I would like when they announce that they're going to the developers are meeting ZeniMax is meeting their people, I will ask this: why do the Red Guard shoes have open toes for their style? This is like, I understand that everyone's different, right? Jake's never heard of sandals. Jason, there are times when you can wear sandals. The Dragon Guard style, when you're about to kill a dragon, do you wear sandals? I can't wear sandals at work except for casual Fridays. You're telling me that casual Fridays are meant for dragon slaying? And nobody can defend this. No red guards should be encouraged to wear open-toed shoes. You're just going to get sand. Like, what kind of posh and privileged statement is it? Maybe it's a fashion statement. It's like, you know, we're so privileged in Red Guard, our feet never touch the ground. We just get to live in, you know, I guess they walk with a carpet or get carried around, you know, the whole time. Alright, let's see if we have any more of these. Like, Wood Elves, I could give Wood Elves a pass. Granted, their whole thing is going to be, they're just going to be getting twigs inside their feet the whole time, but I understand it. You're going to be with nature. Lair Marsalok, I don't understand this fashion statement. This just looks extremely uncomfortable. It looks like it's going to cut off the circulation to your foot. Like, who is this comfortable for? Like, I would much rather wear these bad boys. It looks like I'm about ready to, you know, stomp on some throats of some people. These are like dwarven stripper shoes. Alright, what else we got here? Deadwater, I could kind of give it a pass. I mean, Palatine, I like sandals. Sultans, again, I guess we can die on that hill. Exactly. You can't kill dragons with unprotected extremities. Yeah, but here's the thing, Jason. Yes, the Romans did wear sandals, but sandals have, like, the whole bottom is open, so you can take them off easy, right? You can't do that when your whole, where are they? Where's the perpetrator here? Where's R? H-I-J-K L-M-N. Okay. All right. This is not an easy boot to take off. This is like if you had a combat boot, right? Like if you were in the military, right, and you were going to Afghanistan, so you had your big combat boots, and then you just cut off the front so your toes stuck out. So you would still have to go through the whole process of taking off that large boot to get the sand out. Sandals, I understand, just on and off, just wham bam. Don't think it's necessarily good for dragon slaying. I would not suggest that, but I also just can't see how this is a good design choice. I'm taking a picture of this. I'm gonna raise this with the developers and ask them, what were you thinking? And I'm gonna get feedback. There's your freeze will again. Alright, we got any other bad circumstances? Here's the heavy shoes. At least are the heavy Dragon Guard shoes, at least are they covered? Do I not have the Dragon Guard? That was Dragon Bone. Hang on. Okay. Alright, so at least the heavy dragon slaying boots are open. So that's at least a positive. I'll give them a pass. When I worked construction, wouldn't have gotten away with open-toed shoes. Would think dragon hunting is a little more dangerous than being an electrician. Exactly. Or just living in the desert. Have you seen the desert now, Kier? There's like 50,000 Daedric anchors that come down there a day because they're constantly being attacked. Who's taking out anchors, you know, with open-toed shoes? All these rest of the ones look good. See, like prisoner sandals. I get it. It's a sandal. This, I could see. You wear this in the desert. You take it on. Whoosh, whoosh. Super easy. You know, I understand it. These ones, I don't understand this design choice because this looks like a pain in the ass to take off. It actually looks like a glorified sock than anything else. Thank you, Crystal, for the Prime resub. I'm literally standing right next to Jake. Oh gosh. Oh heavens. Are all the rest of these closed-toed? I think they are. Well, except Second Legion. I think these are all good. I think the rest of these are good except the Prophet sandals. See, I get it. Prophets sandals makes sense to me. Dragon slaying? No. Living in a desert? No. Glenmoral Ward. I guess they went for the open-toed sock. This is a sock. Let's call it like it is. This is a sock. There's no backbone to this shoe. This literally, if you wanted to take this off, it would look, you'd be peeling it off like foot leggings, basically. Hey, look, he is standing next to me. Anywho, back to my point though. Like, who? We need answers. Like Fanglair. Have you guys done Fanglair before? Does that really come across as a open-toed shoe, you know, dungeon to you? I promise I'll stop. There he is. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, the bigger sin is a friend of mine used to wear socks with his sandals. What are you, 85? Oof. I struggle to find uses for sandals. Granted, I live in a very cold state, so it's not like I'm ever going to walk out in sandals, and I just feel like they're not, you know, and two, like, who wants to see feet, you know? Like, nobody wants to see my feet in public. People probably don't even want to see my face in public. I'm going to be doing them a disservice by also having my feet available. Crocs exist. No need to buy sandals for any human. Please don't buy Crocs. Get smacked on the head with a hammer. Although I don't know if I actually like the design of these shoes. These literally are like dwarven stripper shoes. Like you'd fucking crush the skull of some dude with these shoes. This has been my rant on shoes. I should clip that and make it into a video. It now. ESO's biggest design flaw, the Redguard shoe. Not even the Redguard shoe, the Redguard medium shoe 2. Tell me that would not be the best YouTube video you've ever seen in your life. I'm a Converse girl. I basically live in my Converse. I have so many pairs and colors. That's a good choice. The only thing that's good about Crocs is they've got, you know, they've got sport mode. You know, you can flip them to the back or you can flip them to the front, you know. They have little built-in afterburners. Oh, I'll show you, for those of you who are, who stuck with me through my entire rant, I'll give you a sneak peek to what we're planning, likely here for next weekend or sometime soon. For those little rapscallions who literally sat and listened to me rant for shoes and toe sizes, designs for 20 minutes. ESO secret foot fetish exposed. I wonder if you could title a video like that. So, for those of you who are new, or not necessarily new, but weren't here before the foot tangent, I am working on a project, something fun for us Xbox players and those of you who be interested in watching, where it's an obstacle course / challenge home. Looking to get this done by next weekend-ish, so that way we can start hosting more games and fun things, and you know, have more interactive community for the Xbox side of things. Because not to throw this out there, but PC, you know, there's a lot of you out there that play on PC. And it'd be fun to have something, you know, where I could bring all the Xbox people. And you could, even if you play on EU, just bring over like a level 3 guide. You can come on over and do our little obstacle course. It's not fully done yet, obviously. We've got, you know, little jumping puzzles, maze, and obviously it's all subject to change. So this is obviously not like the final version of it. You can tell it's still a work in progress, but I wanted to do something unique for you guys. Trap carpets, of course. Of course. There's a whole bunch of things, you know, to put in here. Have you talked to upper lovely / upper echelon mediocrity to do an Xbox collab? I actually have not. The only person I've talked to on Xbox is Paradox ESO and Exilic Rose. I was drawing a blank there for a minute. Autocorrect on lovely. Who's lovely? I should make this a YouTube video. Do you think people would click on it? ESO's worst design choice. And then it'll be like a 3-hour video. Like just 3 hours of me just going on and on about the utility of a shoe. Maybe I could recreate it in real life. I'll go buy a boot and then cut the front off of it and go to the beach and just get sand all in my shoe. But yeah, that's what I'm looking to stream. Obviously, there'd be prizes and things based on the people to first complete it. Little watch stand, you know, for people so that they could watch, you know, other people go through the arenas and whatnot and everything like that. But the goal obviously is to have a place for, you know, like to host little events and things, you know, do more fun things on stream as opposed to just ranting about shoes and, you know, killing dragons. You know, trying to ramp up the old fun factor, as the kids say. I don't know if any kids say that, but as you can see, this is a pretty detailed little mazy maze here, and I think it'll be really cool once it gets crack-a-lackin' here in the future. I gotta get out of here now. Will someone follow me here? There's 2 people here. Who's the second guy? Hello? I've been followed. Mystery man has followed me here. Anywho, does anyone else have questions about things? We did also find a solitude plan earlier. This hasn't just been a completely tangent filled stream. There were some helpful portions. You know, we did help somebody find the solitude plan. So if you are interested in having some questions answered or some, you know, odds and ends and things kind of looked at, I'm here, you know, to help where I can. Or if you have strong opinions about design choices about certain outfit styles and anything like that. Oh dear God. I'm getting spammed by a freaking bot. Little silly gooses. Little rapscallions. Why is my phone not charging? There it is. Bought a wireless charger earlier. Oh, and it's not charging again. Come on. I feel like I'm putting on, like, you know, it's like a tiny little, like, charging station. And I feel like I'm doing one of those things that people put over their hearts, like sliding it all over, like, come on. You know you want to charge in this little spot. You know you want to. Oh. I'm also very excited about Hogwarts Legacy coming out here soon, like extremely excited. I plan to probably play it like as soon as it comes out. Like, I am very hype about this. I actually have pre-ordered it in person, which is something I haven't done since... When was the last game I pre-ordered in person? Is anyone actually interested in playing this game, by the way? Because I certainly am. But I'm actually curious if any of you guys are fans of this type of stuff.
Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy. When you arrive at Hogwarts...
We don't have to actually watch them and whatnot, but I was curious if any of you guys were interested in, and were also planning to play it as well. You know, and what I have found crazy since I was a wee lad, right? Why is there not a Harry Potter TV series? It is literally the perfect series for a TV show. You don't need to make movies. Just have, like, kids go to freaking Hogwarts classes. I pre-ordered. Get to pick it up at Monday at 9 p.m. I thought you had to pick it up on Tuesday, Daco. You're telling me could this be picked up on Monday? I pre-ordered it at Best Buy. Isn't there a Harry Potter mobile game? I think it's coming out. I think might be out on beta for Android. Dave's never gotten into Harry Potter. Oh, that's fair. If you work in cinema, though, I could see you hating it. Book the day off to get it, says Jason. Good plan. So, how do you pick it up? You're picking it up at 9 p.m. What time zone do you live in, Daco? Now I'm wondering, I'm like, can I go pick it up on Monday? Unfortunately, I have to work at least Tuesday morning, but I plan to try to get off as soon as possible, because I don't want to. I would much rather play that. I was half tempted to stream it because I'm a huge Harry Potter fan and I want to enjoy things with you. So I was like thinking, I could always stream games on the 6th at 9 p.m. each. Interesting. What time, or where are you from? Like, is that an America thing? Yeah, for me it says I have to pick it up at Tuesday. But I also pre-ordered it through Best Buy. Maryland? I live in Pennsylvania. If I could have picked this son of a bitch up on Monday, I would have driven my ass to Maryland. That's some gobbledygook here, people. Yep, looks like looks like my peasant self has to wait till Tuesday. I've always thought like it could be fun to stream it. I mean, like, I wouldn't save the stream probably to YouTube. Just because like it's not technically, ESO related, but I was like, it'd be so fun, like it looks real good. I know this is a total tangent and whatnot, but it's good to like things outside of ESO. Actually, here's the interesting question. Did any of you guys play any of these other games? Like, I'm loading. You'll see the screen come up here in a second. Did any of you guys play, like, Call of Duty is a fluke, by the way. Please don't let that throw you. That is not me playing Call of Duty. That's just that I am guilt-tripped into playing Warzone. Fortnite, admittedly, I do sometimes play Fortnite, and that probably is embarrassing. Why is the thing in the queue not doing it? Interesting. But anyone play like No Man's Sky, Stellaris, Mountain Blade, Bannerlord? I definitely love strategy games. I always feel like those are really fun to play. Medieval Dynasty was more of me just testing something out, but I thought that was pretty good too, although the grind in that game is a little bit ridiculous. Maryland Tier 2. The 412. I have a 301 number. Currently replaying Oblivion and working through Midnight Suns. Midnight Suns is a really fun-looking game, but didn't want to get into something like that before Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy comes out because obviously, like, I want to make sure that my focus is still primarily on ESO. Like, I don't want you guys to think that I'm like going to ditch ESO for a month. StarCraft campaigns are fun. Don't think that's an Xbox thing, though. No, but I mean, Bethesda's making their little Starfield game, I think it's called. Is it Starfield? They're making that. That looked pretty interesting. It's always unique and weird as like a ESO YouTuber, because like, you're always like tempted by these other games that come out, and you're like, I could talk about it, but then it's like, you probably have to like make it its own separate channel. Yeah, I live 20 minutes from ZeniMax's studio. I actually live like 45 minutes from ZeniMax's studio. If you ever need a protest, I'll get you and give you a sign, and we'll go out there and we'll start marching, demanding that they fix the open-toed shoe problem. Redfall? What's that sounds very familiar. What is Redfall? Redfall. Oh, it's the first. Oh, I think we saw this. This was this came up in Thingamahoosin, the developer watch stream. It came up that they showed this game. I remember because I turned the volume all the way down. Welcome to the Wild Tangents of Jake. Exactly. Well, I mean, what's there better to do, you know? And hopefully I get an email though from freaking Best Buy that's like, "Hey, yeah, you can come pick this up." I'll be like, "I'm on my way there right now." But I guess it makes sense, like, because they used to do midnight releases, so I guess that kind of makes sense. And I wish. Hopefully they do. Let me grab it a little earlier. It's 40. See, we're getting a movement together. Putting together a team. With my luck though too, that'll be like it's ready at like 7:59. We close at 8. Oh darn! Guess you're gonna have to wait until next week. I don't know. Starfield looks too realistic. Sci-fi. Give me some Star Trek level stuff, and I may be interested. I actually don't know a lot about Starfield. I don't know if it's like a No Man's Sky type clone, if it's more like Skyrim-esque, and that it's a little more structured with like storylines and whatnot. That I don't know. I'd be interested to see more about it. Man. I also wish I just didn't have court 2 on Tuesday. I have 2 court cases I have to do for work on Tuesday. So it's like I can't like call off sick without being a dick and you know, like being like, sorry. Can't help you. You know, today Hogwarts Legacy comes out. With my luck too, you know, somebody at work would be like watching me stream and be like, "Wait a fucking minute, he doesn't look very sick." And I'd be like, "What? Hello? What? Oh, what?" Oh, let me pull this back up. They screw up too bad. We'll have to get the torches and pitchforks. Exactly. We'll talk. We'll protest our shoe movement. I don't even think there's really anything. I was looking at there aren't even good, like even in like the Crown store right now. Oh, I forgot I had this. I love this little thing. I don't actually know if any of my characters use it, but I think it just looks so neat. There's like a little like plate shield you can kind of, or like a little pot shield you can go with it too. What is this? Costume. Elsewhere is also on a pretty good sale. What I would say though is if you're looking at stuff like this, I would just consider like the actual like pre-order bonus editions for ESO. Like they you go see the game store. See in Microsoft Store. Imagine if I just hit uninstall all, just spend the rest of the day, you know, reloading it. Because you've got like, so like, say for example, you're like, man, you know, I really want to have Necrom. Well, it's like, you could also just get like the version of Necrom that has all the previous editions. Is it this one? Oh, so this actually has all the CE versions too. So, those of you who might be like wondering, are the CE versions good of things? Like, I would say from like Greymoor to Blackwood on, I think the CE versions are pretty good, but it's gonna kind of be up to you. But if you're looking for like the upgrade versions, like it looks like this one has it without all the collector's edition updates. So like if you were like, yeah, you know, I'm thinking about buying elsewhere, I would actually just recommend this Because I also believe that this also gives you that stuff immediately. It looks like it gives it to you immediately, because I don't think it's in here. Yeah, this is just like the special version. Is this also the special? What makes this version different than this one? So this is deluxe. What's deluxe about it? Okay, well, I guess it's deluxe. I got the little cat with the hood and outfit to match my Khajiit character. I think I might give my cat a little ESO outfit one day. She'd probably kill me though if I did. Upgrade if you have all the DLCs, I think. Well, I think this I think is the best version probably to get if you're looking for that. Like previous chapter stuff, because for $47 you're basically getting every chapter of ESO. So you would have scrying, jewelry crafting, antiquities, words, dragon killing, access. So you'd have the necromancer, the warden, you'd have high isle, you know, you'd have all the goodies. Then you get the free little mounts too. So this is actually a pretty good version to get if you're interested. Just kind of throwing it out there that I'm not like sponsored by ZeniMax. Not even on their stream team. They didn't even send me a letter. They didn't even send me a letter. I will always remember that. They sent letters to people who didn't even theorize as to like what the new content would be. I just, you know, want to throw that out there. If you're watching this, ZeniMax, I'm still hurt. I don't forgive you. But is there any other questions or anything that you guys have? Anything that I can help answer? You guys have any suggestions for videos that I should do this weekend, or any ideas for things, questions to answer, little odds and ends things to do? I'm gonna get working on the old house. I got the CE version of all when High Isle was on sale. Yeah, that's a definitely good one. Disappointed with the new mushroom horses. They're so ugly. I 100% agree with you there. My horse is invisible and I love it. Question, who's going to win the Super Bowl? Hopefully not the Eagles, because I live in Pennsylvania and I don't want to hear all the people go, oh my god, we won the Super Bowl. Ah! And it's just because I know a lot of annoying Eagles fans that will just be elated the whole time. They'll be like, woohoo, the Super Bowl, woohoo, we won. And I'm like, oh yay, congrats, woo, ah. I'm so happy for you. So I kind of hope that they lose just because of that. I don't want to hear. I just don't need to be around all those excited Eagles fans. Are the maps that you get from the Crown Store worth it? Are they any different from the regular maps? Are you talking about like the CE upgrade maps? Or are you talking about like something else? There's some other type of map that I'm not thinking of. I think are you talking about like the collector's edition maps? Where's an example of such things? Oh, here's treasure maps here. The CE ones from Blackwood onward are very good because they give you access to companion gear as well as the ancestral motives. Ooh, really good access to those things. Excuse me. But like these maps, not worth it at all. This whole bundle is pretty garbage. I mean, any race, any alliance is like pretty good, but a lot of you probably already have that based on the original version that you got of ESO, so I wouldn't worry about that. Now, if it's like a CE treasure map from like Deshaun or something, yeah, that's not going to be very good. But that being said, you know, I generally do think that there's a lot of treasure maps that are worth doing that a lot of people just don't do. So I would encourage you to just do your treasure maps and just get the stuff. Good for sticker books. Good for, you know, something to do. good for reselling. A lot of times you have a good chance to get some bonus, especially in some DLC zones. So overall, I just think it's worth doing. But I'm drowning in all the dragon event gears. What is worth keeping? Probably not as much as you would think. Because so like for example, Crafty Alfiq is a pretty good set, but here's the thing: of those pieces, like you generally don't use the staff of Crafty Alfiq, and you generally mostly don't use the jewelry. So it's kind of like the body pieces, which are usually pretty abundant. So I would say not a lot is worth keeping. I would just deconstruct all the stuff that you get, add it to your sticker book for the future. I'm trying to think if there's really anything that's worth keeping. Now, obviously, like the dungeon gear, there's some pretty good dungeon and trial gear, but motifs, yeah, like the outfit styles. Like the Dragon Guard motifs from Southern Elsewhere are like pretty neato burrito, but the rest of it is just eh. Like Moon Priest or whatever it's called, that one is just eh. Oh, local boy isn't a fanatic of the Eagles. I'm actually not from Pennsylvania. I just live here. Recently got the Imperial Bundle, which is worth it for the race. I like the universal skill cost reduction. Yeah, the Imperial race is pretty good. I do the event for the abundance of rings, break them down. That's another good way. Which motifs are worth stashing for later resell? Dragon Guard motifs. I don't know how the Khajiit motif will do. The Claw, whatever one. I actually think that it could do pretty well. How are you doing, sir? Is there a way to know the price of items picked for Xbox or only by checking traders? There's a really good link that you can go to called Tamriels Savings app, which is really good to like get an idea of like what's selling at what rate. What I would warn you though is that a lot of items don't get priced very well, and there are people who sometimes overpay for items. So it's not like the perfect tool, but it is a really good tool. But I do think that like long term, like this is a pretty dope looking mask, and this is a pretty dope looking chest. I could honestly see these doing well in the future also. Now obviously you can't buy them with event tickets because that binds it to your character, but if you pull it out or you buy it from a character or like buy it from like another person, that could be a decent investment, because like the Western Skyrim set, that like the chest was, you know, worth like $1 million something gold until the event like rolled around again, and then it, you know, plummeted, but it was worth a lot of monies, you know, for a while there. So something to consider is are these event motifs going to do well in the future? And I think that they probably will. Any other questions or anything from you guys before I go and make a late lunch here? Also looking for ideas for videos. If you guys have any ideas for what I should be doing coming up all in the old future here. Play Hogwarts Legacy with you. Say no more. I'm just kidding. All I needed to hear. My YouTube chat was like all sorts of cattywampus. Hopefully my stream has like been a lot more consistent recently, because like, so I used to like patch in and out sometimes, and that was driving me insane. You know, when you invest like a lot into like the technology to like have a steady stream without like patches or buffers, when it still does it, well, looking forward to your Xbox events. I hope to see you there. How have you been partaking in the events much? The only annoying part is dealing with inventory. I kill dragons every so often. I mean, it's a nice passive thing to do, especially if you want to sit in Northern Elsewhere in just one of the spots. Video short sets pilots would be kind of cool. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, like talking about like best in slot sets, like the pros, the cons, etc. Like where they're from. Oh, my cat's waking up. Uh-oh. Here she is. can just barely, you can't see her. You can just barely see her ear, you know, because she's so black. Oh, you can see the tail. Yep, there's the void. There she is. What you doing? You trying to see your fans? You trying to see your fans? Anything you want to say to them? No, nothing. No, she doesn't have anything she'd like to say at this time. No comment. Healing techniques. I could try. I don't really play a healer, so I'd be something I'd have to look into more so. But I think what it probably will break down to, though, more, Johnny, is more so about each individual trial. Like, because I'm just thinking about different trial fights. Generally, the healers are in different places. You were just trying to blend in with the scenery, aren't you? Yeah, look at you. What are you doing? I run around with a max speed Nightblade and harvest my butt off, especially plat nodes, type dragons along the way. That's honestly a really good way to farm the event. Also, is to just run around with a speed character, especially down in this area, right down in here. Ooh, almost dropped my controller. This area right here, I feel like is a really good stretch for raw materials. What are you doing, cat? What are you doing? He's like, right here. You can just see your tail a little bit. The weight of this cat. I think direct damage, if I'm not mistaken, is just like it's pretty much all damage except for like dots or AoEs, or it's like when you deal like attack them directly type thing. Thank you for you, Jake. Need to head out. Have a wonderful day today. I'll be heading out here soon as well. You need to dedicate a dedicated cat cam. It'd be a lot easier if she didn't move all the time. Are the drops working? I did not get one. Are you for Twitch, or are you talking about for the dragon drops? Because I saw the Twitch drops were working, but I mean the dragons for Twitch. Huh. I would just make sure that your accounts are still linked together. And then just make sure all that stuff's still working correctly. But yeah, it was working for me when I had it pulled up. It should be. Hopefully it is for you, but yeah, Vandom just said he got one. I said they got one. Yeah, I would just check to make sure your accounts are still linked together correctly, and just check in your inventories. I also like the Nightblade healing in PvP. I do it with Darlax Bray and He's Hearth and stay in stealth almost the entire time. He is only break stealth for a split seconds and not make you stand, as you get constant heals and magic stam constantly. That sounds like a decent combo. Although I'm not someone who heals other people generally, so I don't know how it would compare to others, but I am going to get ready to go make some lunch here. So I am going to put the little ending card on. If you guys have obviously any suggestions or questions or anything, just put them in the comments below in any video, and I'll do what I can to read and respond to them and make videos on them, because I want to always make sure I'm doing what's helpful for you guys. But I'll catch you guys later. Bye, guys.